Welcome back. Sorry for the delay of the tutorials or these tutorials, but you're most welcome for tonight's tutorial. Those who are joining us, you're most welcome. Someone was asking, where have I been for the past few days? I'm here. I'm in Ghana. We're busy schedules. That's why we are not able to bring you promotion aptitude test tutorial. And tonight I want to share some few those who are live. Let me see you with your two with your comments. Ajay Francis, you're most welcome. You're most welcome to tonight's tutorial. Probably will not share much, but the few that will share is very important. Most welcome. We are trying that from now onwards we become a bit consistent with our delivery, and it is very important. Give this video a thumbs up or like. Still show your comments. And let me see you in the comment section. You're most welcome. And let's dive into today's tutorial. I want to share a few things before we go and write. Someone is saying, I'm happy, darling. Darling, you're most welcome. Dear Francis, thank you for the thumbs up. All of you, you're most welcome. Stella, Aqua, you're most welcome. We are trying to be consistent again. I decided to hold my breath for some few days and see if you are still going through the other materials that we have put across. And it's very important. You continue to revise on what we have learned or what we have put out there, so that if you can hear from me, let me get you from the comment section. If you can hear from me, write yes. If you can hear from me, say yes in the comment section. If you can hear from me, if you can hear from me, say yes. Write yes. I want to see the yes in the comment section. If you can hear from me, I want to get a yes before I start. Ajay Francis, yes, okay, yes. Stella, that is okay. That is okay. If you can hear my voice, I hope everybody is fine. And how is the preparation going on? How is the preparation going on? Let me see it in the comment section. How the preparation is going. How is it going? If you can hear from me, Rebecca, Asabia, you're most welcome. How is the preparation going? Is it going well? If it is going well, give a thumbs up. Please, yes, or yes, please. Okay. Joyce Sapon, you're most welcome. You're most welcome to tonight's tutorial. How is the preparation going on? Still going well. Okay, that is great. So keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. It shall be well. And Margaret Amponsa, you're most welcome. Is it Margaret Amponsa? Yes, Margaret Amponsa, you're most welcome. So today let's dive into tonight's lesson and look at one or few questions that you may come across as promotion candidates. Please try and work hard. Work hard. Work hard is very important. Work hard. This year's promotion tutorial may never be like the previous years. Change of government, anything can happen. So, but try your possible best. So let's see today's questions, a few of them, before we'll come back tomorrow and continue. So the first question: which of the following leadership style is most ideal in school where the head teacher wants to inspire his or her staff and students? What leadership style will be appropriate if the head wants to inspire his staff, her staff, and her children or her learners? Which one? So is it transactional? Is it laissez-faire? Is it democratic, or is charismatic? Charismatic. Which one? Someone is saying democratic. So the answer is charismatic. Charismatic leadership style is the one that his own attitude is appealing, inspiring, gingering the learner, his colleagues or his subordinates, his learners to work well. So the one that inspire charismatic leaders, they are inspiring leaders. The moment you see them, it inspired you to also work towards your goal. The moment you see them talking, they are very good communicators. So they inspire, they put hope, they motivate the subordinates to work to their success or to their goal. So have it in mind. Now, the routines a school can undertake to solve problems include the following, except. So which are some of the ways that schools can use to solve their internal problems or their problems that they face in the classroom or in the school or in the school environment? Um, so they can identify the problem. Identifying the problem is problem half solved. So if you are not able to identify the problem, it's very difficult for you to solve whatever problem is going on. So problem identify, it has solved. Then you look at the pro and the cons of the options, the solutions that you put in place to solve the problem. You look at the positive and the negative side, which are the best ways to use it to solve a problem. Then outline the possible solutions. So after you have aligned the possible solutions, you look at the pro and the cons. You look at the positive and the negative. Then the positive, you take the positive side to solve the problem. So some of the things that we may not use at all is deferring the problem to authorities. You don't present the problem to authorities for them to solve for you. You are also a leader in the classroom. You are also a leader in the school. And you must not defer any problem to anybody to solve the problem for you. So you must solve the problem yourself. So first of all, identify the problem, then bringing out the possible solutions, then weighing the pro and cons of the solutions that you have put in place to see which one can suit solve the problem. So the routines, things that school undertake to solve a problem is one, identifying the problem, then outline possible solutions, weighing the pro and the cons to help you solve the problem. So have it in mind. So the one that you may not choose to do is to defer the problem to authorities. No. Problems that you identify may be within your concept, may be within your limits. Now, the technical and vocational education and training, that is the TVET Council, is composed of how many council members? 13 council members. Have it in 13 council members. So if you meet it again. Now, the most likely form of assessment used to determine whether individual student is meeting the curriculum standard is known as what? Put it in the comment section. Is it formative assessment, non-reference assessment, diagnostic assessment, or criterion reference assessment? Which assessment is used? So the most likely form assessments to use to determine whether an individual student is meeting the curriculum standard is the criterion reference assessment or test. So it measures against the predetermined standards. It measures against the predetermined standard or the curriculum standard. It measures against the prescribed guidelines. So have it in mind. Criterion reference test. Have it in mind. Now let's look at this question. The National Teaching Council Board may suspend the registration of a teacher based on what? If a teacher is registering to be qualified to be given a license, and in the process of registering your or presenting your document online or registering, and you provide false documentation, then you're likely to be suspended by NTC. So have it in mind. So when the teacher has made a false declaration in the application for the declaration for the application. So if a teacher made or a personnel made a false declaration of his or her document, it means that that teacher is liable to punishment by suspension. You need not to provide false documents. You need to provide a genuine document that will help you register. So have it in mind. If you meet it anywhere, you may do justice to it. Now, in the standard-based education curriculum, external assessment refers to the standard examination that are designed and marked outside individual schools and normally take the form of written tests. The key advantage of external examination is that it is high. One, is it flexibility? Is it rigidity or validity or reliability? So the external exams that are written, the reliability is very, very important. The reliability. How reliable is it? What guidelines are being taken to? So have it in mind. Reliability is very key. Reliability. The consistency of the procedures, that's the reliability. The consistency of the procedures that are used, that's why we talk about reliability. Consistency of the guidelines, the process, and the test regulations, that is reliability. So the reliability of external exams is always the best as compared to the teacher-made test. So have it in mind. Reliability. It talks about the consistency of the test procedures, test administration, and test constructions. Selections of the questions are always reliable. So have it in mind. Then when we talk about validity, validity is talking about the test interpretation and the usefulness of the test. That is validity. But when we talk about reliability, talking about the consistent processes that the test items are taken through. So have it in mind. So that when you meet it somewhere, you will never have a cause to complain about it. Now look at this question. and it's very important. We may meet it again this year. Non-formal education division has been rebranded. What is the rebranded name of the non-formal education? In the comment section now. Put the answer in the comment section now. What is the rebranded name of the non-formal education? Just 30 seconds. Let me see you typing. Let me see you typing. So the non-formal education division has been rebranded. What is the name of the rebranded non-formal education? And it has an act. Add the act. Let me give you 30 seconds. What is the name of the rebranded or non-formal education? Is someone here? It's very simple. Please, you must read a lot and know the current complementary education agency and Danny Alidu. Danny Alidu and Set. Is it Set Afum? Yes, I'm getting the name right. So the rebranded non-formal education is known as Complementary Education Agency with the acts at 1055. At 1055. Put it at the back of your mind. We meet it once again so that you may not get it wrong. At 1055. At 1055. Complementary Education Agency. So anytime you see in the exam and it's shortened CEA, it stands for Complementary Education Agency. So have it in mind so that you not be wondering. Now, the organization within Ghana, within the Ghanaian education system, that has the overall responsibility of education sector policy formulation, planning, monitoring, evaluation, budgeting, and coordination. It's known as what? It's known as the Ministry of Education. So the Ministry of Education formulates policies or education sector policies, plan, then do monitoring, evaluate, and budgeting and coordination. Coordinate with all the agencies under the Ministry of Education, monitors the agencies under the Ministry of Education, evaluate the agencies under the Ministry of Education, then plan the activities that will be carried out in the Ministry of Education. So have it in mind so that if you come across it, you may not have a problem. Now let's look at this question. How many the Ministry of Education has how many agencies? 16, 17, 18, 19. There are more that keep on coming, but currently 19. Always check the answers well. The answers that you may find in 2020, the answers that you may find in 2020, 2021, 2023, in 2024 may differ. So when you're reading, always make sure that you get the answers correct, or answers that may be correct in 2020 may not be correct in 2021 or 2023 and 2024. So when you're reading, always take key note of the answers. Anyhow, the question will be framed or reframed. You know how to choose the answer correctly. So the answer that may be correct in 2024 may not be correct in 2025 promotion aptitude test. So have it in mind so that you no go and have a challenge. So have it in mind. before you go and write. Now let's look at this question. Let's look at this question. In 2019, the new standard-based curriculum was introduced in all primary schools in Ghana. In which year was the common program introduced at the junior high school? Which year? Those who have been teaching the GSS, which year was it introduced? The common core program. You know, the standard-based curriculum, it was introduced in 2019. I remember when I moved from my old station to the new station, that was the time that they were also going through the training and people attended the standard-based curriculum. So the common core program was introduced in which year? That was the continuation of the standard-based curriculum at the junior high school. And it was introduced in, someone is saying, and then at J. Francis 2022. Are you sure? So when we came back from COVID, that was the time that they were also trying to introduce to them the common core program. So which year did we return from COVID? Which year did we return from COVID? That was the year that the common core program was introduced. That's 2021. 2021. So have it in mind before you go and write the promotion exams. Now, which stage of Jean Piaget? Now I'm taking you back to your college level, the theories, and those who are going to write assistant director, director 2, director 1, and PS, you are going to meet these theories. So if you are afraid to learn these theories, go back, refresh them, then get back to them so that you'll be able to answer questions on the learning theories. In which year, which stage of Jean Piaget's cognitive development is characterized by the ability to think abstract and reason logically about abstract concepts? So if you are teaching numbers, or if you are teaching number operations, at this stage, learners are not going to use bundle of sticks, pebbles. They are not going to use and think abstract. They can think from their head. They are not going to use teaching and learning materials. So they can think and work it and get the answer. So at what stage? Is it concrete operational stage, formal operational stage, pre-operational stage, or sensory motor stage? So this is the formal operational stage from 14 years going. From 12 to 14 years going, children can think without using any concrete materials. So the formal operational stage, here learners are able to think. Learners are able to think abstract. Learners are able to think, do calculations without using teaching and learning materials, without using TLMs, or is it RLs, teaching and learning resources, TLR. This time it's TLR, not teaching and learning materials. So don't go and choose teaching and learning materials. It is teaching and learning resources. So here they are not going to use teaching and learning resources. They can think abstract. So formal operational stage. Here the ages is above the 14 years. Yes, you need to know that. Very important. Then this question, someone I was at my comfort zone and someone gave me this question, not knowing that I will meet this question again. The the teacher licensing arrangement in Ghana comes with the following benefit, except which one? So the person who gave the question could not complete the question. So the licensing of teachers came with a benefit, and one of the benefit was that it makes teaching it make teaching a professional activity. So it makes teaching a professional activity. It is purely professional, guided by code of conduct and rules and ethical codes. Then it enhances discipline among the teachers because of the code of conduct, because of the ethical rules in it. That's why licensing arrangement in Ghana comes with this benefit. Then it also um, eliminates poor performing teachers. Eliminate poor performing teachers because you need to pass the standard before you are given the license to teach. What it does not do is that it eliminates poor teachers. Poor performing teaching is different. Your performance, if you are not up to the task, you cannot be a teacher. But it does not eliminate poor teachers. Poor teachers here could be explained as the teacher being poor or not having money. It doesn't eliminate that. It eliminates poor performing teachers, but it does not eliminate poor teachers. Have it in mind. Then um, this question that you may come across, we're dealing about 27 minutes. I may be ending very soon, so I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Like this video. Always click on the link while watching, like the video, comment, show your grievances in the comment section. Assessment that is associated with letter grade, credentialing, and placement is referred to as what? You say assessment dash learning. What is that? We have three categories of assessment. One is assessment as learning, assessment for learning, and assessment of learning. Which of the categories do we consider this? What type of assessment is this? And it is assessment of learning. So assessment of learning, that's where certificates are given, credentials, then letter grade are also given, and placement of the learners. So have it in mind. Now let me see the last question before I draw the curtains. This question keep on repeating. Don't make a mistake. Always note some questions down. Those that are with the acts, note those questions down. And those that are with years, they are constant. Whether in PS or up to DD, they are always constant answers. The establishment of Ghana Education Service. If PS candidates don't get it, surely AD2 will get it, or AD1 or DD, you will get it. So if I was those who are supervision supervising this promotion aptitude test, I wouldn't have brought this question again because keep on repeating. And don't say that people want to pass. So Ghana Education Service was established in which year? In the comment section, put the answer there. I will not mention it because it keeps on repeating, and we need to know the answer before we go and write the promotion aptitude test. Now, which of the following constitute members of Ghana Education Service? Which of the following constitute members of Ghana Education Service? All stakeholders of education in Ghana. All stakeholders. All stakeholders. That is I. Formulators and implementers of pre-tertiary education in Ghana. Then the third one, the personnel of Ghana Education Service at the headquarters, existing before coming into the current act. Then the personnel of Ghana Education Management Unit, existing before immediate coming into the force of the current act. What is the current act of Ghana Education Service? What is the current act? The current act of Ghana Education Service. Then staff of public and basic senior high school and any other person employed for Ghana Education Service. So it says that which people are not part. Which people are not parts. Or which people are members, rather. Which people are members. So when you're saying all stakeholders of, it says that which of the following constitute members of Ghana Education Service? Not all stakeholders. Not all stakeholders are members of Ghana Education Service. So have it in mind. Not all stakeholders are members. And not all formulators and implementers are members of Ghana Education Service. Not all implementers. We have NGOs who are also part of the policy implementers. Are they all part of Ghana Education Service? No. So those who are part of Ghana Education Service are the personnel of Ghana Education Service at the headquarters. So have it in mind. Existing before coming into the force of the current Education Act 1049. So have it in mind. Then the personnel of Education Management Units, existing before immediate coming into the force of the current act. Have it in mind. And the last one is the staff of the public and basic senior high schools. So the basic and senior high schools are also members of, the Ghana Education Service have their jurisdiction that they work within. So Ghana Education Service is in charge of the pre-tertiary education. It is in charge of the pre-tertiary education. So basic and senior high school and any other person employed to work under the Ghana Education Service is a member of Ghana Education Service. So go and look at the current membership of Ghana Education Service. So you have to look at. But not all facilitators are members of Ghana Education Service. So when we talk about the formulators, like the Ministry of Education, is the Ministry of Education part of GS? It is GS that is part of the Ministry of Education. So have it in mind. So the formulators. Not all implementers are part of Ghana Education Service. So you can talk of GTech. GTech is an implementer, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. So they are dealing with the universities. So they are not part of Ghana Education Service. Then when you say all stakeholders, not all stakeholders. So those at the universities level, they are also stakeholders of the education, but they are not part of what we call Ghana Education Service. So have it in mind, so that when you go, you will not confuse yourself in the exams. Can I look at one question and bring an end to this? Now, Mr. James, who has taught for years in the school, has an intention of voluntarily breaking the service, travel abroad to work for some years, but will back to GS to continue his Senate contribution before he retired as age 60. If this dream comes to fruition, it will be referred to as what? What term is used to refer to this? Is it reinstatement, re-engagement, reappointment, and reposting? Put the answer in the comment section. That's your last question to break the tutorial today, or to come to an end of the tutorial today. So Mr. James, who has taught for years in the school, has intention of voluntarily breaking service, travel abroad to work for some years, but will back to GS to contribute to continue in his Senate contribution before he retires at age 60. If this dream comes to fruition, it will refer to as what? Is it re-engagement? Is it reinstatement, reappointment, or reposting? Let me get you in the comment section. And then I lead you. So the answer is, if you break the service and go out, or you travel outside the country and you're coming back, that is re-engagement. You are re-engaged. You are re-engaged. So have it in mind. Re-engagement. That is the correct term to use. So if you break the service, you travel outside the country and come back, and you're accepted back in GS, that is re-engagement. You are re-engaged. Then re-engagement can also happen when you get to your mandatory retiring years. Then GS sees you as a skills that you have possessed, and nobody is having that skills, and those skills are very important for the service. You could be re-engaged for some time, for a limited time. You'll be re-engaged for a limited time. So if you have reached your mandatory years that you are supposed to go on retirement, but the knowledge that you have to provide, you have a special skill to provide for the service, you'll be re-engaged either 2 years, 1 year before you go on retirement. So re-engagement, that is the correct term. So reinstatement is a situation where a teacher is leveled with a lot of issues, misconducts, or allegations leveled against you, then you are interdicted and later on cleared with all these issues, you'll be reinstated. So that is reinstatement. Reposting. Reposting is also different. Reposting is a situation where you are in school B, you are already in the system. Posting is different from reposting. Posting is where you have come from college direct, then you are being assigned to school A or school B. But reposting is the situation where you are already in the system. And in this situation, the service can repost you, or you can request for reposting, where you are being posted from school A to school B, or from district A to district B, or from region A to region B. So those things are called a release, right? Yes, release. When you're posted from one district to another. And they are all categorized under reposting. You're moving from one location to another location, one geographical area to another geographical area, either within the same district, from school to school, or from district to district, or from region to region. All of them are reposting, but it has the terms, the correct release. So have it in mind. So in this promotion aptitude test, you need to be very careful with these terminologies so that they will not confuse you. So thank you so much for coming across to listen to today's tutorials. That is why we always meet. When we meet, things that you are having challenges with it, you someone is saying re-engagement can also be after serving in different areas. Example, appointment as MC. So that one, will the person come back? Will the MC come back to teach? Most of them will never come back. I must tell you the truth. Most of them will never come back. Appointed as MC, you go as MC and you come back to teaching. Most of them will not do. They will never come back. In the Ghanaian environment, they will never come back. MCs, they will never come back. So that is it. So we are most grateful for you coming. Let's come tomorrow. And we need your support. Tomorrow lesson, we need your support. You need to support us so that we'll bring you tomorrow lesson. Every quota that is being sent for us to bring you this is welcome. So don't forget to support. I know by the time that I'll finish this video, you start sending the support so that we'll buy more data and come to you with what you need. So the line is on the screen. You can also support us. The support is very important because the data usage is always massive. To bring you one lesson is very massive. So you can support us and we'll be grateful. The Momo line is on the screen. Thank you. God bless you. We shall meet tomorrow. Have a good night. Shalom. Bye-bye.